Hello everybody, it's your boy Mario, and today we are gonna learn how to model in Blender. So what you wanna do is, you see this block? We're gonna press and we're gonna have to delete it. So just delete it. And then just another cube. Now why do we do this? Because it's better. Because it's like a way, because it's normal. You'll get it. Okay, now you want to be at the y-axis, specifically looking front in the y-axis. It'll make sense when we get to a part. Now, if you press Control 3, we have something called subdivision. So we just want to apply it. All right. Now you see that it's kind of flat. It has flat surfaces, right? Well, we're gonna do a right click and then press shade smooth. Now it's smooth. Now if you want, now press tab and you will enter edit mode, and then press 3 so you can now select faces, then you have to press alt Z so you can enter this mode. You have to you have to select it by holding the mouse and then pulling your mouse down. You're able to select, you want to select only this half, a half of it, okay? Now after that, you click here and then click delete faces. Now I want to add another modifier called mirror. This is because we're gonna model fnaf because this is how we are gonna model a fnaf animatronic. Then we're gonna press Control 3 again, so it's smoother now. Now there's other stuff here on the top, but that's not gonna be necessary for now. So right now, what you wanna do is press Alt Z again, and no, over here. Have to put it like here. Delete the faces, and then press 2 so you can select the edges, right? Select it's on edge instead of face. Now you have to do this and then pull it down. Now if you press, no, hold on, let me just show this more. If you press Control R while in edit mode, you'll get this. Now you want to use the scroll wheel to add more of these. We're gonna have 2 right now, but it'll make sense. But if you're gonna have a more complex model, you'll need more. Now that that's done, we're gonna move on to the eyes. Press Alt Z to go back. Remember, and now select these 4 squares. Delete the faces. Select the area, and then press S to make them go down, to go to the center. Now select all of these. Well, you can also go into press 2 and then hold Alt and then click here. Now we want to rotate it by pressing R and then X. And let's just move to the side like this and then pull them a little like this. There you go. Now you can press S to extrude to make them go out more or go in. But this is good. After that, press Alt Z again. Now unselect these areas. Move them to the side like this. Press 2. Select these, and then like this. Want to select these, extrude them out, and then select this lower area and lower it. It's kind of ugly right now, but that will make sense. Now that that's done, we want to add another modifier that's called Solidify, which will make it have an inside like there. You can add as many as you want, but I'm just gonna add 5 because it's the number for me. Now you want to select this area and move it back. Oh crap, hold on. Oh, right, you have to select this lower area and then press E. So now I say, well, it's kind of funky though. it's not really recommended to do it, but okay. Well, now press R. Now I want now after that go to 2, and then pull it back. Not too back. Just put it like here. Boom. Now you have something weird. Well, it's better for you, and then just put another R. Now press R here. Hold on. It's right here, right? Yep. Now press here, and high. Just go up. I'll just remove. Actually, go back to undo that. Undo that. All right. Now we have a face, a head. Now I want to make a hole here, and then select these areas. S. Now I have ears. Now this is a hair, but now you can press Shift A to select a mesh and stuff like that, or you can just click Add and then add a mesh. Now for the jaw, it's gonna be a little bit more different. So we want to press Control 3. No, Control 1 actually. Pull it up. Wait a minute. Oh crap. Hold on. If you press here, you can also like change the location of. Just press 0 here. I'm saying it's on there. I don't know why. Press press tab 3 and then press here. Now press E to extrude it. To lower it. Just like this. Good enough. Now press Control 3. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, you have to remember to subdivide. You need to apply the subdivision. Now press Control 3. Low. Make it go down a little bit, not too much. Something like this. Now you can make that. Now we're actually gonna make this a little bit longer. Actually, hold on. There you go. Now there should be now if you want to make a FNAF 1 model with like a thing in the back, then you can do it. But I don't like that because it's kind of weird in my opinion. But anyways, let's move down here. Let's select these and extrude them. Now pull this up. Let's lower the jaw actually. Here. There you go. Now we can now do this. Well, hold on. We're actually gonna lift them up a little bit. Yeah, just lift them up a little bit. Here. Okay, good. Now we can select this area, make it go up, these two, and make it go forward. Now if it looks ugly, you can just do this and lower the jaw, and then we have something like this. Look up and make sure it's like, now there are these areas. Now this model has some areas for some reason. Hold on. You can just select, you can just lower these. Well, actually, if you press Z, you can go into render, material preview, or wireframe. Go to wireframe real quick. If your model has these, then go to wireframe and try to fix that with these. And lower them. And now it shouldn't appear anymore. That's good. Now lower it. Okay, now lower it like around here. That makes sense. Okay. Now we're not gonna go into we're not going into the endoskeleton yet. That will make sense. So we're gonna add another mesh, a cube. Control through it, shade smooth, and lower it like around here. Click down here and delete the face. You have to press, now if you want to make it bigger, you have to press S. Not too big, like here, like this. Now press now enter back into edit mode and do this. Now you can also go into edit mode using these, but using this area or this, but it's so much easier by using tab. If you do Control Tab, you'll be able to also select these. but just go no, but yeah, no. Don't forget to put a solidification. This is if you're wanting to make a like a withered one, like a withered version of the animatronic. Now with this one, we want to apply the subdivision. Alt Z, select half of it, delete the face, and mirror and don't forget to solidify. And you can put as many as you want, remember. Now select select around this area, like this big. Now delete the faces. Now you want to select these zones and this. Okay, that should be good. Yep. Yep. Now control 3. Now I want to make a chest. Now I want to put the chest. Like like the fur patch. I want to select these. You have to select all of these areas. You can also select this other area. You can just press Shift Alt and oh crap, hold on. And then press here. Nope, hold on. Shift Alt. Or you can just hold Shift. Remember that if you want to select any items, you can just hold Shift and do this. Alright. Anyways, back to this. Now after that, you're gonna want to extrude it, but not too much. Not too much. And now we're gonna add another one. That or we can use this one, which we're not because it's kind of out of place now that we've modified it. We're just gonna get another one, lower it, delete this. Now let's go down so we can align it perfectly with this. And S down, S. Oh crap, hold on. Control 3. Apply it. Now remember, you can't apply anything when you're in edit mode. It's always be in object mode. If you want to apply something, just go to object mode. Like this, around this. Alright, we're gonna now add a modifier, a solidification. 5. Press Control 3 and shade smooth it. Then we're gonna select these areas. Select these areas. Now now we have this. You want to if you want you can make it bigger, but you can just do this. Just hold on, Alt, and then click here. Now Shift Alt, so you can select more, and make them a little bit longer and stretch them out. Now you have that. Now we're gonna add the arms. We're just click Add a cube, and we're gonna actually click. Hold on, let me just move it up a little bit. Let's move it up. Click here, delete the sub. Actually, no, don't do that, don't do that. Stretch it out, select these two areas, E, now press S to make it go down, and then S and then if you hold the metal button, the metal scroller, you can make it stretch to any axis, like the X axis, the Z axis, and the Y axis. So you wanna do this. Delete the face. Now if it's too big, you can just go back and just do like this. You can make it shorter. And now we have no. Let's add a modifier and solidify. Done. Okay. Now we want to put it here. It'll make sense. I mean, it'll make sense. And you don't want to mirror it. Like you want to make it good enough. Like this. This is good enough. This seems good enough. Okay. Now we want to click here. Control C, Control V, and then move it to the side. You want to make it smaller though, and then put it and then you can just make it a little bit bigger if you need to, but this is good enough. Now let's try. Hold on, let me just do this. If it's not good enough, you can just do that. And these areas, you can just lift them like this. Hold on, Alt, that, or you can just hold Alt and then click here. So you can rotate it and try to align it perfectly. Like this. This is good enough. Now if you want to make it smaller, you can just hold S. You can just make this S. Just like this. Alright. Now we're done with that. Now we're done with the chest and the arm. We want to now if you want you can use the arms, but now we're gonna use the arms. Hold on. We're gonna do a Control C on these two and Control V. Now we have two of these. These are not for the this is not for the other arm, this is for the leg. We're gonna put it right here, extrude them, make them taller, and in this one we're gonna click here on 3. We're gonna have to sit on 3 and do this. Now the leg seems big, but we can just edit that to be smaller if you want, but just to make sure it's like a normal size. You can get references, but we're not gonna check it out right now. And now you have an hour. Now let's just I like to always make sure it's good enough by doing this, but it's not always recommended. It's kind of bad, but it works mostly, and it works kind of good. All right. Now we're gonna go back into the face and add the nose. So we want to press add a cube, Control 3, shade smooth, move it forward. Now click here and then press G to move it. I think I forgot to mention that G is to move. G is like to move the stuff. And then we want to lower it like around, hold on, let me just smaller and then move it forward. Control R if you want, but to like make this area. And then we can just do like this. And now we have a nose. Now, boom. Now we have a nose. Alright. Now you might notice that, I didn't even notice this until now, but there's like these lines. Don't worry, those will not be visible in the render view thingy. Alright, now we're done with that. We can add the ears. Now you can make it be whatever you want, but I'm just gonna show how to, but I'm gonna make like a rabbit ear here and a bear ear here, okay? We're gonna add another cube, Control 3, lift it up. Press here, click here, E, and then S, and then press S. Now you can press here and like E and then pull it down, but it's not really good. It will not look good. Just do Control R and make two of these by using the scroll wheel. You can add by using the scroll wheel, remember that. And you can make it be on any axis, remember. It's kind of pretty useful. Hold on, let me just and then this. Now if it's kind of ugly down there, you can just delete these faces. Now E. Good. Now if you're following along, then it should look like this. For these faces. Alright. Now we can't select these and then E. Hold on. Wait, are they gone? No, there's still here. Just press operator to press 2. There we go. Now you can press 3 and E and then pull it forward. Now we have the ear again. Now I have an ear. just you can delete these if there's these vertices on the sides, and just delete them, and then just S here. Now we have an ear, shade smooth, and a modifier is solidification. Make it be 5. I like to keep it on 5 for now. Okay. Now we can rotate it by pressing R and then S, so we can make it smaller, and then we can move it, and then you move it right here. Now it might look weird, but yeah. And now we can just add the other ear here, but I'll explain how you put the other ear here if you want to like align it perfectly. Alright, so now we're done with that. We're gonna make now the bunny ear. So Control C, Control V. Move it here and rotate it like this. Now S on the Z axis. Now you can press S and then press Z, X or Y, depending on which axis you want to extrude it. If you want, now the bunny ear is going to be on the Z axis, so we're going to make it longer. Now you can also use the skull wheel. Now that's if you feel more comfortable with that. Delete the face on the top. Oh my god. Hold on. Now delete the face on the top, and now we have the ear. Now I just stop here and here. You can lift it and then lower it a little bit if you want. Now making a bunny ears weird is kind of odd or difficult depending on what you want to do. But yeah, now we're done with that. Control C, Control V again, lift it up, and now mirror. This is so you can like make it look in any direction, and press Z. Now it's looking down. Now what about this area? Well, there's a simple solution with that. So go into edges, hold Alt, click this. Hold on, there's some areas that you might need to select, but that's okay. Now if you press F, it'll cover that hole up. You might not do it perfectly, but it'll be an easier solution. Okay, done. Now we have a bunny ear. Actually, we're gonna delete this one and make it be replaced with this one. Control C, Control V, lower it, mirror, Z, lift it up. Now here, just E, lower it, and then delete the face. Actually, you can just do this. I mean, it's kind of far right now. Hold on, I just delete faces. Hold on. Wait, no. Alright, so press tab to go into edit mode. Now in here, there's this thing, right? I want to pull it out. So now you have these stuff. Now you want to press knife. Now the knife is so you can make an edge cut in wherever you want. So you can make, so if you click in any direction in any area of the object, you can add a edge. So you can, so just try to put an edge so you can like edit it, put a hole in it. Now after you're done, press space. Go back into, click back here. This is so we can go into select box, click 3, click here, and then delete the face. Now there is that knob, we can just press Alt this and lower it, but that'll look uglier. They're just gonna just do this. No. Alright, we'll just find a solution for that, and well, we can leave it how it is right now. So now we're gonna lower it, put it around here. Now we have it better. Now down here, now for the arms, you can make fun of one arms or you can make fun of two arms. Make fun of two arms, yeah, like the toys or like sprinter arms, where it's like segmented and instead of like being one whole mesh. Now the FNAF one arms will do it another time. I'll explain that in another tutorial. But right now, let's just move on to our feet. Now we're just gonna do like a FNAF 2 style feet. So we're gonna click add a cube, lift it up. Now press 3 on the mode, and then extrude it to the in the y-axis. Press 2 and lower it. After that, we can press Control 3, which will look pretty ugly. But don't worry. If you press Control R and then put, let's say, 6 of these, you'll have this. Now do that again, but on here we will have do it 4 times instead. And then here you can just select E, and now you have the leg. I put actually. Now just now select all of these and extrude them back. Now it looks weird, yeah. But you can just select these and just move it back. You can just like select these. Hold on. Hold on. We are. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why it's so hard? Just hold on. Just select. Just select all of these. Delete. Just leave it how it is right now. No, we can cover that up in another way. Now just S and low and put it down here. Now if it's too small, just remember you can do S. Oh my god, it's out of place. Now it might be out of place, but we'll fix that. Don't worry. Now just press E and extrude these areas into here. Now right click and delete the faces. Click here, drag it over here. Now press here. Now there'll be these. Press. Now to copy the location of X and put it here. So now it's aligned perfectly. Now you can just, now if it's out of place, you can just remember the whole extrusion thing. And then if it's too long, you can just do like this and move it forward if it's needed. And if it's kind of weird and weird, if it's looking kind of goofy, just do like that. Just move it to the side a little bit more and done. Alright, now we're done with one side. The arms, we won't have arms on this model as they're gonna be in another tutorial. But now that's done, let's put it higher, and we won't move to the endoskeleton yet. We won't move it on this part. And we're gonna add another. Yeah, we're gonna add a mesh that's a cube. Shade smooth. Don't forget to shade smooth everything. Shade smooth. All right. Anyway, let's move this up. Shade smooth. Now click on this face. E. S on the edge mode and Control 3. Now that'll make sense. Don't worry. It's because we're gonna do toy feet. Control R and make every 4. And the sides 2, and in here 3, and these 3. Alright, now you have this model. Remember, if you're you can use these steps as a reference if you're gonna want to start on making models and stuff like that. Anyways, just extrude them and make sure it aligns perfectly. Not too big, not too small. Done. Now we have a feet. Now, wait, hold on. Now you can just do this and done. Now we have a foot. Now Control C, Control V, and move it to the side. Now Control C, Control V to move it, and then move it to the other side. Remember, to move it, you use G, or you can use these, but you have to use the keyboard most of the time in Blender. And now that we're done, we have a model ready. Let's just move it back a little bit. Now, after that, now this is where we're gonna end the video. And if you want to continue modeling this character, now if you're gonna continue watching this series, then you're gonna want to save this model. So if you press Control S, you can save it on anywhere. So you're gonna save it here, and now you can name it whatever you want, but I'm just gonna name this tutorial on how to make a FNAF model in Blender. Save Blender file. Now save. If you ever like edit this or you move it up, you can you can move it back down and press Control S. You can Control S if you add stuff like a cube. You can move it up, and you can save this for another time, and then just for the next episode, Control S. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to make a FNAF model. There will be more episodes in the future, but that's it for today. See you all in the next one. Peace.